I've known Pete for probably 25 years as a member at the Broadmoor, but also as a member in the community. Pete might be the most positive, upbeat, kind human I've ever met. I really mean that.
Pete's a guy that is so incredibly down to earth and generous and kind, and he's really that kind of person. I mean, we laugh a lot of times about people from Iowa, and they come with those special values, and Pete's every bit of that. Now, he's a whole lot more than that too, from other parts of his life, but at his core, he's just a simple, basic, great human being that I've gotten, thank heavens, to know personally and even in business some. So, a very special person.
Once in a lullaby.
You know, Pete, very unique individual. He's very understated in who he is as you look at kind of what he's done in life and the impact that he has. But the thing that attracts me most to Pete is his bright spirit. He is the most joyful, energetic, generous man, not just generous in his giving of financial resources, but generous in his spirit and the way he engages with people.
We've talked about Pete getting this honor for years, and perfect person. Someone that gives back, someone that cares about kids, about golf.
He had an impact on me and had an impact on this mission of First Tee. As this dream started 12 years ago, one of the first persons that I went and sought out to visit with was Pete. I asked him to go to lunch, and I didn't know Pete that well at the time. I just knew who Pete was and kind of some of his financial background and business background. Sat down with Pete at lunch, and you know, it was 2 minutes into my discussion of desire to bring the First Tee here, and he stopped me and he said, "Jeff, if you're going to lead this thing, I'm in. I want to be part of this." And it wasn't just an affirmation of the mission of transforming lives of kids through the game of golf. It was him saying to me and empowering me and giving me encouragement to go out and make the thing happen.
Pete doesn't like recognition. I said, "You really going to do this?" And he tries to kind of hide behind things and make a lot of things happen, support so many things, but really doesn't want to take credit for it. And that's kind of a big part of who Pete is. I mean, he's kind of got that way about him that, you know, he's there to help and to make some things happen, but behind the scenes.
He is somebody that has influence. He is somebody that's a man of action. He is truly a man of action. Not many people know all that what Pete's involved with. You know, Pete has a passion for youth development.
I just can't think of a more deserving person to recognize for all they do for the community, for golf, for First Tee.
So Pete, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being a great golfer and 1 being a terrible golfer, where's Pete?
Attitude-wise, a 10. Fun to play with, a 10. People wanting to be with him, a 10. Talent-wise, 5.5.
Ooh, and this is going to be public. The golf skills scale. Maybe 7.5, 8.
I have been irritated by Pete. You know, in matches that we played. Played him in the ladder match a few years ago, and played him in other matches before, and the only thing that irritates me about Pete is the way he lines up his putter. He'll stand behind his putter, irritatingly lining it up. He makes those guys that do the aim point, he makes them look fast. You know, lines up this putter, and then the irritating thing about it, he drains so many long putts. And so, you know, I don't know if that's funny, but it's certainly out of character of who his generous spirit is, because he's not generous when he's trying to win a match.
Well, you know, to know Pete as a golfer, to start with that, he's got a unique swing, unique putting style, a unique personality that goes along with it.
Pete has his putting aid. It's about 3 feet long, it's bright yellow. As long as I've known Pete, every time he comes to play, he has this contraption with him. You put it on the green, you put your ball down, and it helps your putter swing correctly. Well, Pete, you're a great friend, but partner, it's not helping any.
I feel very blessed to have gotten to know Pete pretty well over the years. It's a real win. It's a real win for me. I hope he feels the same way.
He's a real deal. I mean, you come across people in life that you say, hey, I want to be like him.
Always smiling, always friendly, always upbeat. We all should be a little bit more like Pete.